this is our hinge position. So the majority of the things that we do in here require a hinging position. So the way that we establish this is our first position is just a slight bend in the knee with the chest staying tall. So it's not really an athletic position where the chest is over. We're going to keep him with a vertical torso. The next step, what he's going to do is he's going to reach his butt back as his chest lowers. So he's going to try to keep this flat back. As he reaches that butt down, keep going back, keep going back. Good, and pause. So this is about the bottom of his hinge position. PJ does a really good job at this. He has really good mobility, so he can get down here into this position. Notice where his hands go. They're way past his knees, but his hamstrings are feeling this and his glutes are feeling this. So when we deadlift, when we do a lot of these positions that you hear me talk about as we go through here, you will hear me talk about this hinging pattern and this hinging position, okay? And this is what we want to establish. When we come up from this position, we're not going to initiate anything with the chest first. We're going to initiate with the hips. So as he comes through, he's standing up with his hips driving him forward to stand him forward, all right? Rather than if we go back down to that hinge position, good, and try to initiate by coming up with the chest and then with the hips. So you notice that he extends with his back and then he comes up later on with the hips. So we don't want that. That causes excessive hyperextension in the low back, which can lead to a lot of pain, especially under heavy loads. So let's go one more time in that hinge position. Let's start at the beginning. We go just slightly bent. Our feet should actually be just a little bit closer. We're looking at about hip width usually for this. We're going to hinge back now. Reach your butt back as far as you can. Sliding down. Good, pause right there. He's at about a good horizontal position. Back is flat. Slight bend in that knee still. And then he comes back through, not initiating with the chest. Come back up. Good. And squeeze that butt. Good.